Good morning, everyone. A warm welcome to Kriya Sameeksha on day 4 on Dhatu Sara. It is my honor and privilege to welcome Dr. C.R. Patil sir, Professor and HOD, Honorable Sri Anna Sahib Dange Ayurveda Medical College, Sangli, Maharashtra. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
Now I call upon Dr. Savida, ma'am, HOD, Department of Kriya Sharira, JSS Ayurveda Medical College for guest introduction.
Good morning to all. It is a great honor for me to introduce Dr. Chandrakant Rajaram Patil sir to this Kriya Sameeksha Day 4 program. Sir is working as a professor and head HOD Department of Kriya Sharira at Shri Anna Sahib Dange Ayurveda Medical College, Sangli, Maharashtra. Sir completed KAMS from Shivaji University, Kolhapur, and MD from Pune University. Sir is having more than 39 years of teaching experience in the field of Sharira. Sir worked as a subject expert on staff selection committee in various Ayurveda colleges of Maharashtra. Sir appointed as a moderator, examiner, and paper setter for UG and PG for different universities throughout India. Sir also worked as expert invitee in syllabus reformation workshop in Kriya Sharira subject conducted by NASI. Sir worked as an ex-Senate member, ex-chairman of BOS committee, and member of PhD registration approval in Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Sir presented several research papers in national and international seminars and conferences. Sir is a life member of NEMA and also Indian Red Cross Society Sangli branch. Sir is founder member and ex-treasurer of Teachers Association of Sharira Kriya, Maharashtra. Waiting for your lecture, sir. Over to you, sir. Sir, you can start, sir. Start, sir.
Can you hear me? Do you hear my sound?
Yes, sir.
Can I start?
Sir, you
I am audible? Hello, ma'am.
Sir.
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, ma'am. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Can I hear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will start.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Very good morning. Thank you, Dr. Christy, to invite me. Thank you, madam, for nice introduction. Very good morning, students from UG division and my friends who are connected. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Deva, Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat, Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. To salute my Guru, I will start today's session. This is the first time I am in front of you as a web classroom. Up till now, I have given many lectures towards webinars and etc. So this opportunity I am taking for to elaborate the exam system, to my views about exam system, whatever I have experienced in my last 40 years experience. So let we start. Yesterday's lecture regarding exam conduction, Yerme madam explained nicely those dhatu malab. Today's my part is related with dhatu sara ka, dhatu sara pariksha. Before starting my session, I am very thankful to JSS Ayurved Medical College and Hospital, Mysuru, convener Dr. Sarveshwar, Principal Sir, Dr. Rajesh, Dean Sir, Savita Hiremat Madam, HOD Kriya Sharir, my good friend Dr. Christy, and all the students. I am very happy to connect you regarding the Kriya Sharir Sameeksha. Last 2 days I am thinking about this Sameeksha because the program is exam orientation program. Still you have given the name, nice name, Sameeksha. So let me clear that what is the difference between Pariksha and Sameeksha. Pariksha or exam which are you are going to give is the temporary phase which is conducted by university and faculties to assess you, your knowledge, and give some marks according to the curriculum, and there will be a result. It is a short phase, but our real exam starts when we get degree, and our examiner is our patient. So in day-to-day life, we are faced to this examiner in different ways, in different conditions, and that time, that is, he is not an examiner. I will give the name for him. He is a samikshak because exam is a short-term process, but samiksha or samikshak is a long-term process. The valuation from samiksha is depends upon not only result of exam or marks, but it depends upon success rate, and that is the important how he samiksha, how his samiksha is better way how he will face we will face to him. So some techniques, some skills regarding the exam, I mean to say samiksha, I am presenting here few points because the topic is definitely short according to curriculum, but its weightage is very important and very much uh, in our view. Let us start our topic. There is a two questions always keep in your mind, friends. Whatever problem when create in your mind, ask yourself two questions: why and how? Because the technique of examination is depends upon these two factors. Every examiner evaluate your knowledge and whatever you have got in your curriculum. He always ask you why, and next question how. Why means what is the necessity, and how means at which level or which type you are going to do this. So Sara Pariksha, here is the first question arises: why to study Sara Pariksha? At the first year or UG level, definitely Sara Pariksha, the concept of Sara Pariksha is very limited to know the condition of the health condition mainly, that means swasthavastha, So I divided this why in health condition and in diseased condition. The first part is to we think about this swasthavastha, why the pariksha is important. Point one, in a health condition before pregnancy guideline, that means supraja. In this day-to-day life, uh, there are many consultant, Ayurvedic consultant, who is going to exam pregnant woman for this type of making supraja, or our child should be healthy and fit. So this is the first. So this is for that we should know the what is the dhatu sarata of uh, garbhini and her husband. Second point, garbha samskar. After conception, the development of fetus, we know that when we are going to study, when you are studied, that in garbhavastha, the different organs are formed in our body in per month. That every month, Ayurveda gives some hints and diet for development of body. First month, second month, third month, fourth month. In every month, there is a development of dhatus and their main organs. According to that, when we give the guideline, we should think about the dhatu sarata and asarata. Friends, there is a one problem facing as an examiner when I am conducting exam, practical exam, because today's topic is mainly related with the practical orientation. The last 40 years, I'm thinking, and I got the experience that still we are neglecting this topic even in the exam and even in the curriculum, because there are many hurdles to evaluate Sara Saratva Pariksha, and different, many misconcept and thinking problems in our faculty also. We are trying to set right this topic at state level, university level, and national level. Now I am going to retire within 1 or 1.5 year. Next task for the further development of subject, I have targeted this Kriya Shari subject, Sara Saro Parikshan, because I am facing problem when I completed my MD in 1994 at Tilak Ayurved Pune. My subject was Sara Sara Pariksha, and the value of Mal in Sara Sara Pariksha. Still that date, I am trying to understand regarding the Sara Sarato Pariksha. So whatever I have experienced, I want to share within a stipulated time. So you know that uh, every organ is developed in this condition in Garbha Samskar. So we have to know the Sara Asara. After birth, after birth in childhood, quality of dhatavas we should improve, and this improvement we can think regarding, because you know that up to the age of maturity to 21, 22 years, our seven dhatus are going to develop step by step. Like when you are entering adolescent period, your shukra dhatu is completely matured, but the bij or sukshma swarupa of shukra is always we find in a garbhavastha. Like that, at the age of 22, lastly asthi dhatu is completed. So that we identified with the help of the growth of height is restricted. The wisdom tooth appears at the age of that, and that some indicates the dhatu portion is completed. So from the birth up to the maturity of asthi dhatu, this all experience our travel or our this journey is related to improve the quality of dhatavas. Keep in mind. Fourth, your one of the important point in the view of you, appropriate life partner to select. So you definitely, how sir it is possible to, it is useful to select life partner, because when you think about your life partner, what do you think about it? Our pair should be matched to each other, made for each other. What do you what do you think when you select your partner? You just outlooking, then beauty, like your knowledge or these parts you are always thinking, but you are not thinking regarding the how match your mind and the your these things you should find out with the help of Sara Pariksha. Adhyavasay, job selection. Because I am why I am speaking on this point. All these points are asked at the time of examination. So you should know, because in your format you find that what is your job, you have mentioned there. So what is the importance of adhyavasay or job? Every person always think about that my job is not according to my will. I if I want to make some other job which is like your thinking is different always. Very few people satisfy in their job. Why this happens? Because we are not thinking to when we select our adhyavasaya at the time of 12th standard, like that. Many doctors I have found out that they are doing different job when they are uh, taking degree, their doctor's degree, like they are going to in the job like that, food industry, like a construction industry, etc., etc. Why? Because their liking is in that particular way, but accidentally they are they made doctor. So you, if you want to satisfaction in your life, your adhyavasaya is according to your liking. So you can this ayu pariksha. This is the one of the main concept to identify dhatu sarata asarata. We know we are just now come out from the COVID scenario in 2020. We hope in 21 we should free from it. What happened in this period? Many peoples from our relations, in our colleagues, friends, we lost them due to the COVID. Some peoples are come out from the COVID, some are not under the influence of COVID. All these factors definitely related to our ayu pariksha. Main importance of dhatu sarada is to find out ayu pariksha. It is like a astrologist, how many years I can survive, and with the proper way. So their answer should be in Ayu Pariksha. So one thing is here you should know, when in our body Asara Dhatu found in strongly 1, 2 or like that, our lifespan decreases. Keep in mind. So the weightage of Dhatu Asara Pariksha, keep in mind, always think about Asara Pariksha, which is a slightly difficult, because we find out in Grantha there are shlok for Ashtavidha Sara Pariksha, and the Lakshanas are mentioned in different Granthas, but unfortunately, regarding Asara Pariksha, there is only one sentence mentioned, that is Viparitastu Asaraha. Viparitastu Asaraha. What means it indicates? Whatever the Lakshanas you find in your Granthas, that are only Sara Lakshanas. But Asara Lakshanas are unlimited. Why? Because Viparit, concept of Viparit means against that Lakshan, they are infinity in numbers. They will find different in different people. So they cannot be put in the Granthas. So our scholar mentioned in one word, Viparitastu Asaraha. So what is our task for Sameeksha? I will use again this word, Sameeksha. So in future, just you try to understand, how can I find out myself which dhatu is asar in my body, and how I can find out it. Like that, when a person is diseased person come to treat, taking treatment to you, your first target should be to find out asara dhatu. Not, it is not important to find sara, because good one always we can know, but bad one we should find out. So asara parikshan, the value of asara parikshan to keeping health and to treat properly, the importance is to give this importance to asara pariksha, and I will give some clues regarding how to find out the asara pariksha. The other part, disease condition, I will narrate in a short one. One, to prevent diseases. Prevent diseases means health, but the condition of a disease should be restricted. That means when there is a disease which find out in a kashta sadhya, it should not be transferred into the asadhya. So we can prevent this sadhya sadhyata with the help of Sara Sara Pariksha. Second, to treat properly as per Dhatvagni Bala. So this is the key factor of Chikitsa. If you want to pinpoint Chikitsa, you should know Dhatu Asartha with Dosha Vikruti. In Prakruti Vikruti, we find out the what Vikruti is found in the Prakruta Vyakti, Prakrutitaha Vikruti Parikshan. In second year, you are going to study Prakrutitaha Vikruti Parikshan. So you know what is the Vikruti, means dosha Vaishamya. But dosha, the relation between dosha and dhatu is Ashraya Shreya Bhav. So Ashraya Sthan means dhatu. When it is weak, then then only we can find the disease conditions. So if the dhatu is good one or strong, means dhatu bala is good, there should not be an entrance of disease. So what we treat, that means we are maintaining dhatu bala normally, which is disturbed in the disease condition. After treatment, when a treatment is completed, the damaged dhatu should be taken in the condition at what they are found in the body. That means restore of dhatu agnibala like and dhatu. So that is called apunarbhava chikitsa. This is the main factor of Ayurvedic treatment. Why people are thinking to take Ayurvedic treatment? There is no reoccurrence if we give the treatment properly, and that is depends upon apunarbhava chikitsa, which means restore of dhatu bala. For that purpose, our scholars given the topic Rasayan Karma or Rasayan Chikitsa. So when you are studying in third year, keep in mind that the Ashtanga Ayurveda, one of the part of Ashtanga Ayurveda, which is Rasayan, Vajikaran, they are related to Punarbhav Chikitsa means restoration of Dhatuvagni or Dhatu Bala, that means Sara. Sara Saratva definition. This is a one question always asked by the examiner. For every point, give the definition in even physics, chemistry, biology also, in Ayurveda also. They are like to ask you, give the definition. Many students are not given definitions properly. They made their own definition, which is not mentioned in our literature. So don't try to make another definition as per your concept. You should know the proper shlokas regarding at least definitions of each and every factor. Regarding this Sara Saratva, there are few definitions. Main point are Sara Shabdena Vishuddhatar Dhatu Uchyate. Vishuddha, Vishuddhata, Vishuddhatar. Taratama bhav, superlative degree. You know the superlative degree in biology or physics, good, better, best. Like that, the dhatus are found in our body in three different levels: Shuddha, Vishuddha, and Ashuddha. Ashuddha means which are in diseased condition. There is a problems we find out in Ashuddha Dhatu. Then Shuddha Dhatu, whatever we are studied in our physiology, the condition, the lakshanas is Shuddha Dhatu and Vishuddha Dhatu. So what means this Vishuddha Dhatu? The all lakshanas mentioned in the Grantha, when it found properly in that Dhatu, means 100% uh, condition of that dhatu is called as a Vishuddhatara Dhatu, which again depends upon the Dhatuvagni Balam. So if we take an example of Rakta Dhatu, because Rakta Dhatu you are studying from school level, we uh, give the some knowledge from, we get knowledge from teachers, like there is oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. So in your mind, Shuddha and Ashuddha means oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. But friends, the condition of Shuddha means oxygenated and deoxygenated blood is related with only Shuddha Dhatu, not Ashuddha Dhatu. Ashuddha Dhatu means, if we take an example of blood, when blood is impure, means there are impurities found in the blood, which is we can analyze by the pathological uh, way, that is called Ashuddha Rakta, which is imbalanced in their constituents, like increase in WBC, RBC, etc., or decrease. But when we thinking about Shuddha, there is a two types, oxygenated and deoxygenated. Both are we are understood under the condition of Shuddha Dhatu, because they only carried the Ashuddha Ghatak towards the lungs, but blood is always in a proper constituents, with proper constituents. So it is called as a Vishuddhatara Dhatu. So we should find out Vishuddhatara Avastha, and that is called as a Sarata. Another point is Dhatu Bala, the activity, functioning activity of Dhatu, which is definitely depend upon that uh, Vishuddhata. So when the Dhatu works in full energy, it is a Dhatu Bala. And we should find out Dhatu Bala means Sara Pariksha and Dhatu Sthiransha. Here, Sthiransha, we should, in our curriculum, keep in mind before going to face the exam, that whatever there are different or difficult words found in the Sanskrit literature, go proper meaning from their tika and note down different their concept regarding that word. Don't try to make your meaning in particular that word. That means it will be a wrong answer, and you cannot understand that word. So your impression in front of examiner is not properly mm, maintained. So sthiransha, every I will narrate it in shortly. There are two types of dhatu avastha in our body when dhatu is prepared in our day-to-day life. One is a sthira and other is a asthira. When there is a Dhatvagni works on diet or our uh, ahara, we rasa dhatu or rasa, ahara rasa. There are two types of dhatu is prepared. One is the sthira dhatu and another is asthira dhatu. Asthira dhatu is going to change in the next dhatu, which carried the dhatvansh of the further dhatu. And the dhatvansh of same dhatu, when they is stable in srotas, same srotas, the dhatu was srotas, and it gives the swarupa of that dhatu, it is called as a sthiransha. So the examination of sthiransha, that means Sara Pariksha. Many times we are find out these pathological reports and try to find out the disease. Here, when we got the report is normal, that means your asthira dhatu is now is in normal condition, and think about the sthira dhatu which is diseased, and then it is only a in future it will be properly prepared. So these are the shlokas. It mentioned the Tikakar. Here I mentioned that this is the Tika, Sar Shabdena Vishuddhara Dhatu Chakrapani. Like that, you should think about this when you are giving the oral or viva voice. Rugna Pariksha, this is the main aspect to find out Asara Pariksha. So Atura Ayu Pariksha, Atura Bala Pariksha, and Atura we can use this for Rogna Pariksha. Current scenario, what is the problems at this condition? Just go through this. Our methodology of examination and the assessment of Dhatu Pariksha, Dhatu Sarasar Pariksha is mainly depend upon questionnaire. Unfortunately, the our syllabus and curriculum and workbook, or there is no not mentioning even for the first year how to find out question and which type of questionnaire should be there. There are many different opinions to finalize these questionnaires at different level in different states and different universities. This questionnaires changes, so there is a not a, uniform thinking find to definite put up these questionnaires. So this is the one problem why this topic is neglected by teachers, examiners. Examiners ask questions, but there are many lacunae in their thinking about this. When you give the answer, what your teacher given knowledge to you, examiner says no, this is the wrong answer. You don't know what is the correct answer. You cannot ask, sir, then tell me what is the correct answer, because there is the um, restrictions. You should never ask the question to examiner. So this is the first problem current scenario. So there should be a work properly done on final questionnaires, which is the same in every level, in every state, in every university. त्रिविध परीक्षा, दर्शन स्पर्शन प्रश्नयी. Friends, this topic, Dhatu Sara Sar Pariksha, is not only study in a classroom. So your knowledge will be increased when we find out different examples, ideal examples, which can be understood by you. Yes, like this Asar Sara Dhatu will find out. Rasasar person is look like this, he behave like this, etc., etc. So darshan sparshan prashna is the trividha pariksha. So first examination is darshana, and for this examination, uh, keep in mind that in day-to-day life you observe what are the characters you got from the granthas, which can be a drushya or murta lakshana. There are two types of lakshanas: murta lakshana, amurta lakshana. Murta lakshana, which is visible. So concentrate on murta lakshanas through darshan pariksha. You have to examine thousands of persons, normal persons, through this darshan pariksha. Then and then only you can understood, you will be understood the how this person from rasasar to sarvasar look like this. The weightage of darshana pariksha is limited because your body always changes according to environment, age factor, diet factor. You are just going this problem, facing problem that some people's weight increased in COVID period, lack of exercise, etc., etc. So this is a variable, unstable factor, but it has a some weightage. So darshan pariksha is important. I will put some examples in this slide further. Uh, how an ideal person can be uh, find out as per this. So to darshan pariksha, you need not find in to go outside and see. Day to day life you can find, but how you can analyze with the help of your computer, etc., because you can store that, you can find out the characters, you can find out, and you put up this data with you, and then only you will get how darshan pariksha is important. Within few minutes this darshan pariksha should be completed for the person which is in front of you. So there should be a you should develop your skill in this trividha pariksha darshanam. Sparshana prashne, prashne means this what we have questionnaires. One point should be keep in mind that your question should not be a leading questions. Is it clear? Leading question means And the answer is in your mind. What answer should be find out from the person is fixed in your mind, and you are going to ask the questions in that way, just like one advocate asking the questions uh, to in a court, because he know that what task should be completed, and the questions are called as a leading question. So if we ask the leading questions, our finding is definitely in the wrong. So unbiased questionary, or you ask the question without prejudice in a mind. So is it clear? So that is a question. Prashna. Sparshan pariksha, you know the auscultation, etc., etc. I don't want to give details. So third point, mostly the questions answer type assessment. Yes, assessment method now used is this type of. Then quality. This quality, then analysis. Analysis. Final assessment should be percentage of number of maximum points related to. I will put up then here the format, and every format has got last line how much percentage of SAR found in that person and how much percentage of ASAR found in that person. It is statistical data. There are errors to find out this statistical data and the assessment of this data. So this assessment is changes person to person because of this important point. So this is the lacunae in our assessment method. Still we are working on that, but there is no uh, perfect way how to minimize it. Okay, let's see what happened in the next few years. So from here, I'm presenting some format. You are always in your journal also like that. So whatever these lakshanas explain in this way in your format. Firstly, you know properly the meaning of that. Then you decide that how this lakshana is examined, either Trivida Pariksha, Darshana Pariksha, Sparshana Pariksha, or Prashna Pariksha. So analyze your these lakshanas in three way. Then you apply your tool, means for Darshan Pariksha, visualization and your data, etc., your eyes. Then for Sparshana Pariksha, your Sparshanendriya should be a proper sensitive. You should know the different uh, Vishaya Jnana, and then you are only Sparshana, means Ruksha, Khara, these gunas. You have to know the how to feeling of touch of Ruksha guna, Khara guna, etc., etc. So, and Prashna, there should be a questionnaire. You made your questionnaire definitely regarding this, and find out the proper lakshana, and either it is positive or negative. Sara lakshan, asar lakshan. Asar lakshan means whatever mentioned in your grantha, the lakshan is not find out in that person. Something different than Granthokta Lakshan. Just mention it. What is different Lakshan? That is the Asara Lakshan. Okay. And this Asara Lakshana evaluate your Sarasara Pariksha. I am taking here example Asti Dhatu. For the first year student, my advice to start your basic study or this Sarasara Pariksha, there is only one book as per my knowledge, because practical books are very limited for this particular subject. They are given some meanings and shlokas and uh, granthokta, some tika, but unfortunately in granthas also there are only few stanzas or shlokas explained regarding this Sara Sara Lakshanas. Asar Lakshan, there is no shloka found in a grantha. So difficulty is that literature, what literature we are going to use. Practical literature, uh, there is no ideal book according to granthas. Uh, Luckily, I have got one rare book in Mumbai, Podar Ayurved College. This Podar Ayurved College has established since 120 years back. So much old college in India, Podar Ayurved College. I have attended ROTP as a learner, learner teacher, and I have got this book in 1997. And from 1997, I used to prepare this book whenever I have got problem. It is in Marathi because the writer from this book is written in 1962 and it is out of print now. It is published by government of Maharashtra. It is found in very few colleges. Manava Sara Saratva Parikshan, Vaidya Venimadhav Shastri Joshi, which is very famous, which was very famous in Mumbai. And this very small book, but its value is very, very high in the level. I have used to this book, and whatever problem occurs practically, there are many answers I find out in these books. There are many clues, hints. This Joshi ji, a great Vaidya, mention here that when you are going to study the Sara Pariksha, always start Sara Pariksha from Sthira Dhatu in our body, from Rasa to Shukra. We differentiate Dhatu Avastha into Sthira Dhatu, Asthira Dhatu. Means Sthira Dhatu means they are always changeable in a day-to-day life, like Rasa, Rakta, Shukra. They are not stable in our body. If we going to examine these dhatus first, as like from start with Rasa Dhatu, there are many difficulties found in your examination method because their structure always changes in our body. So their mode of function, presentation, all changes according to the day-to-day life. So don't start initially from this asthira dhatu in our body like rasa, rakta, shukra. They are difficult to assess. So start with sthira dhatu, and from seventh dhatu, which is the most stable dhatu in our body, is the asti dhatu. So I have selected this topic for post graduation MD to find out because in that year there was no proper guidance, proper literature, etc. There are many problems was there. So I have selected this topic according to this guidance, and I have select this uh, asthidhatu because it is exam is very we can do properly. uh, there is no changes occurs day to day life, most stable dhatu in our body, and this dhatu is diseased lastly after all dhatus are diseased. Just think about the uh, Raj Yakshma you will get from rasa to asti. The diseased lakshanas of Raj Yakshma, whatever the problems in the nail, uh, kesh patan, etc., you will find in a asadhya avastha. So sthira dhatu damages lastly. So this is the basic concept to study the dhatu. So select dhatus when you are initially studied it. Sthira dhatu first in first level, and then asthira dhatu when you are developed a skill to examine dhatu. So I have selected here for explanation. So there are two types of lakshanas, Murta lakshanas, Amurta lakshanas. So Murta lakshanas, whatever you find out in darshan, sparshana, and Amurta lakshanas, the key factor of examination is questionnaires and some parameters, which are, again, we are going to see what parameters we can use. There are different opinions, definitely, but you should fix some parameters according to your knowledge, according to your way to get tools, and you at least one or two parameters when your own Saratva Pariksha, Asaratva Pariksha, you are going to put in exam. You give simple, just listen regarding the Asti. What I parameter choose for Amurta Lakshanas and Murta Lakshanas in day-to-day life, whatever we got it. One like a growth of nail, find out growth of hair, find out for that micrometer, etc., or ink, uh, marking ink, etc., very day to day life. Then you can use the different tools which are used for the diagnostic purpose, like a scan, etc., or this type of advanced tools. So you fix these parameters, and you have to explain at least one or two parameters what you are used to fix this particular amurta lakshanas. And this is another point, adhyatmik or adhimautik. This grantha, what I have showed you, it mentioned that these lakshanas are differentiated into two parts, adhibhautik lakshanas and adhyatmik. Adhibhautik means which are depends upon Panchamahabhutas, because our body is made by Panchamahabhut. Adhyatmik means which is depends upon Atma and Man, means mentally, which is like your swabhav, etc. So differentiate it. Adhyatmik lakshanas is difficult to analyze. There are many controversies, but Murta lakshanas should be find out in same way because they are fixed. So we differentiate here in part, and whatever your task is, firstly find out what is asar lakshan, murta or amurta. Note it, and you will definitely get it is useful for to keep the health or to take to give the treatment. So by one we Sushruta, Vagbhata and Charak you are analyze according to and add this your uh, format. So this is another how this is the one research paper I have got it, and I have put here what is the how to use tools and parameters to exam. This is regarding the Rakta Sarata. In first table, there is mentioned what type of uh, methods you are using and what types of use and parameters and score. Just like statistical data, you can fix the score according to your thinking and put it in a score, and then you get this either this dhatu is asar as per score or asar as per negative score, positive score or negative score. So use these tools, parameters, because without parameter you cannot impress examiner or samikshak. Samikshak means the rugna, how your answer is correct, your knowledge is perfect or not. So this is the way to finalize the using the parameters, your method is correct or not, there is any lacunae or not. You can only judge with help, it is called as self analysis, and you can definitely say I am using this parameter, and so the result is that. For PG student, definitely result is important, but for UG student, your result, if your result is wrong, don't fear about the I am going to fail or not. Always examiner think about your methodology, your thinking is correct or not. So don't take a tension that your SAR pariksha is wrong or correct, but your methodology should be a scientific way, and you should prove it how you think regarding your Sara Pariksha. So keep this in mind. Your explanation should be a data based, and you are using parameters to prove it. Okay. This is another one format just I have find from NIA Jaipur. In this parameter, because in first year, when you are going to examine Sara Pariksha, you have to find out Ashtavidha Sara Lakshanas. This is time stipulated. You have get only half hour, and in half an hour, you have to find out 8 type of Lakshanas of Sara, and you have to give the answer. So this is the difficult task for the first year student. And according to my experience, there are very few students completed this task in exam. They have not completed. If they are completed, just only shortcut method. They cannot speak properly. They cannot explain it. So, what is the way how to mm, give the exam in this short way? So this skill should be there developed, and for that purpose I will give some hints to you. Keep in mind, there are, we should know that each and every dhatu has a moolasthana. Okay. Moolasthana means prabhavasthana, where the condition of dhatu we can find out easily, correctly, find out the moolasthana, prabhavasthana of every dhatu first and examine in a priority. So for each and every dhatu, you got this. Just think rasa dhatu, tvak for darshana pariksha, Swabhava Lakshana वगैरह is different, but Rudaya, another Prabhavasthana. So find out this importance of the Vyaktata, Dhatu Vyaktata Sthana, which can be examined easily. For Asti Dhatu, all Asti from the body and the Manas Lakshanas, all. So try to find out at least main Prabhavasthana, examine the Prabhavasthana and find out whether this Prabhavasthana is a Sara one or Asara one. So for 8 dhatus, you get at least 2 minutes or find out this, means you have spent 16 minutes, 50% time, and use 50% time to analyze this your Sara Pariksha. How much get lakshanas, other lakshanas in your Sara Parikshan, and then statistical analysis. So in this single chart, because today's chart, which is published by Ayush, is slightly complicated for first year student. As per this chart, you cannot complete this task within half hours or 45 minutes. So I am thankful to Dr. Yadav and the team at NIA Jaipur. They made this ideal chart, put this chart for the Ayush, and just publish for all faculties in recent years how to analyze in first year level, take a one workshop on different university level, and how to put this markings, and in a one single way you can analyze this Sara Pariksha in a simplest form. So this is suggestion for the who are attending this classroom, my some persons. So this is the second part. Here now statistical explanation in last way, and the result. Assessment criteria. So there should be a criteria. Total lakshanas in last slide. Different figures noted here. How much lakshanas and how much you have examined, and out of which how percentage, what percentage is SAR and what percentage is ASAR. So analyze it, and then assessment with this help. So there are assessment method. There is one wrong concept. Many teachers also put this wrong concept in students' mind. Sorry to say that, but this is the difficulty I have observed. So I am explaining this. Means Heen Sar, Alp Sar, and Asar. There is no problem in a Pravara Uttama Sar. There is no problem in Madhyama Sar, but the problem is find out in a Heen Sar, Alpa Sar, and Asar. Some faculties considered like this, Heen Sar ya Alpa Sar means Asar. But what is explained by Granthakara in shloka of Vakya, what means Asara? Asara means Viparitistu Asaraha. Viparita Lakshana means Asara. Here we analyze positive Lakshana. Keep in mind, friends. We assessed positive Lakshana, and which percentage is less than 30. That means this less than 30 is Alpa or Avarasara. How can we mark them Asara? Then what problems started? These Alpa or Avarasara Lakshanas always masked by high percentage of negative Asara Lakshana. They are always masked under this Asara Lakshana. So we confused here to whether we put this in Alpasar or Asar. Friends, my opinion is that don't put this Alpasarata and Asarata together, because if there should be a Sara Lakshana in each and every Dhatu, their percentage may be different, but there is a no Dhatu which is without Sara Lakshana. Understand? There are always few Lakshanas of Sara. So if there is a Dhatu which has no Sara Lakshan, human cannot be survived, isn't it? So every time there is should be some Sara Lakshana when you are find out Alpa Sarata. And what means Asarata? Asarata means Viparit Lakshana. You have to analyze separately from Alpasarata, isn't it? So 100% Lakshanas assessed. Whatever you are going to assess out of Granthokta Lakshana, that means 100%. Suppose there are 14 Lakshanas and you have assessed 10 Lakshanas, this 10 figure indicates 100%, not a 14 Lakshanas, out of which you analyze according to percentage. So if the negative Lakshana is more, then it is Asar, Viparit Lakshana, more than 70%. 70%, 30%, it is a flexible figure. You can put it according to your SATA. But for consideration, statistically, I mention here 33, 66, 99, one third, one third, one third. According to this, I have put these figures. You can remodulated this. And negative like that, positive like that. So Sara and Asara is the important. 60 to 90 Madhyama Sara and more than 90 Uttama Sara. So another one factor is that when we examined one students, teachers always tell them analyze the 8 Sara into Alpa Sara, Madhya Sara, Uttama Sara, and students put their knowledge in that explanation and mention that there is Uttam Sara in this person. There are 4 dhatus, 5 dhatus, Uttam Sara. Friends, Vishuddhatara dhatu, which is the best one dhatu in your body? Is it possible? There are 4, 5. Just like in Olympic, in athletic race, 100 meters, if we declare the result, there are 2 winners or 2 persons who stand on rank 1 or gold medal. Is it be justified? So this cannot be a in real life. There should be an error between these two, first rank and second rank. How they decide in that level when we feel that there are 2 persons who completed race simultaneously? We use the parameter at that level, uh, photo finishing. Is it, photo finishing? That photo finishing give you, even in cricket also, they analyze whether this person is out or not. You have photo finishing and find out what is the error, and that error declares number one, number two. Here I will give you, there may be a two pravara dhatu, because this photo finishing line, there are very slight difference between uh, data of first and second, but answer is that this is a mishra sara. I am using here word mishra sara, mishra prakriti. This is very difficult task to understood mishra sara, but unfortunately in our day to day life there are many persons which can find in a mishra sara. Analysis is very difficult because up till now we cannot find out a single sara pariksha. How we can find out mishra sara person? But this is the further task in our teacher's mind, should be our teacher's mind, that we have to analyze this mishra sar persons where there is a photo finishing. But as per my experience, not more than two will be in uttama or pravara sara, because uh, all are, then we can find in madhyama sara, like that. Parameters, just I am speaking, I use this parameter for asti pariksha, nails growth, number of per square centimeter. My one PG student from Karnataka, Gulbarga, Mrs. Jayaprada, just she completed PG from Ashta. We discussed about this and parameter fixed, and she gave the nice viva and fully satisfied from examiners because of the hard working and the proper thinking about this, using these tools. So one is my achievement in my life, short life of post graduation experience. She have excellent, she had given excellent exam in front of this examiner panel, and I'm satisfied because of this. Something I can give her whatever I share my experience. This amurta bhava parameters, subjective. This problem is occurs subjective parameters. So for subjective parameter, objective parameters, you can use the tools and you find out the different ways. But subjective parameter means whatever Granthokta Lakshanas mention, what is the meaning of that, and is it properly we are utilized or not? So amurta bhava, murta bhava. So for that you use the correct meaning in Sanskrit language from Tikakar, Chakrapani, Chakradatta, etc. Don't try to make translated meaning from different books in found out in our current scenario, because their meaning is particularly from that author, not from original text. So please, 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 friends, take meaning from Granthokta Tikakara Chakrapani Chakradatta and use it properly. Don't make it from modified or newly meaningful different these meanings which are used in different books. So selection of book is very important. Murta bhava, work consistency, etc. This is Murta bhava. Is we can find out which questionnaire is. Make it questionnaire. Now examples. This is the practical last point. What should be keep in a mind that how I can analyze myself that my result is correct or not. I give the simple example for my students and colleagues whenever I am going to talk with them, CME, etc. That you just collect the ideal examples, ideals from your liking fields. Maybe a politician, maybe a well-known world famous persons, maybe a sportsman, maybe a actor, actresses. For the students, your liking is mostly in celebrities. So select these celebrities, analyze their लाइफ स्पैन. थोड़ा सा मैं हिंदी में इस यहाँ यूज करूंगा कि उनकी जीवन शैली की आप आलोचना करें. उन पर बुक्स लिखे होते हैं, उनके बायोग्राफी आते हैं, उनमें पूरा उनका लाइफ एक्सप्लेन किया जा गया है. जैसे कि आपने मैंने ये अस्थि धातु के लिए एग्जाम्पल, सबसे बेहतरीन एग्जाम्पल मुझे मुझे प्राप्त हुआ महात्मा गांधी जी. If we look here, Krusha Sharir, but Mahotsaha, Kleshasaha, Sthula Shira. Another example I will put here. See, Great Khali is also from Astisar. So if you compare Mahatma Gandhi and Khali, there is very difference in Murta Bhav. How you can find out? You have to prove this. How this is the correct one or this is also correct one? Some think that yes, Khali is definitely, I think Asti Sara, because all Astis are fully established, the face how is looking and etc etc. But last example, the lifestyle and the behavior is more important than the look. And I will give the weightage for this example is a Astisara perfect person. Mahotsaha. If you studied the life of Gandhiji, if you observe the videos like Dandi Yatra, etc., how he walked that time. Other persons are running with him and he is just walking. And consistency. Consistency is the most factor, important factor in Astisara people. Throughout the life, their lifestyle is Mahotsaha, always looking Utsaha, Kleshasa, their uposhan like that, whatever the 23rd years fasting. How we cannot live without food single day. There are many problems, we got it. We cannot tolerate klesha. But this person in his life, many times he made this fasting and above physiological level, 23 days, 24 days. How is that was possible? Because klesha. Sthula Shira is the Murta Bhav is easily we can find out. This is another example. This is a normal person. You know the celebrity Shah Rukh Khan and the great Khali. Just compare how Asti Dhatu is developed, what is his height, his wrist, the size of wrist, facing chair facing the form, facing appearance. Facing appearance is find out in different because of the broad chin, broad etc. or head. These are the important signs. Look at and finalize. This is only possible if you collect Darshana Pariksha and the different photographs and videos and analyze them and put it in Sara, different Saras, and observe it, their lifestyles and etc. This is the way, because this is not a only study to do in the classroom, but maximum study is outside the classroom, where in Nisarga, in Paryavaran. And Nisarga or Paryavaran is a Mahaguru for our Ayurveda, and COVID is a Mahaguru who teaches us our lifestyle is correctly mentioned in our granthas. Otherwise, we not we believe where belief is not properly on Ayurveda, which is maintained by Nisarga. Next point. Another example is the best female example of Astisara. Same points. So her complete life in a sports, her audio video, just look in a this her present in a last Indian tournament where she got the gold medal. So every aspect you can find out, the facing same again, wide chin etc., but in a female. So like that. Another example, Dhoni, cricket. Every Indian is fond of cricket. So total lifespan of cricket, still at the age of 40 years, he is a fit person. He less uh, out of the career or out of the team because of the Kriyavanta Klesha Saha Sara Sharira. That there is no changes occurs in his body, and same fitness Astisara, which proves the Astisara. So these are the ideas. You can collect like this and just compare with them, and uh, keep your parameter ready to analyze the Sara Pariksha. So now the last point here, questionnaire is, so I've put it this for PG student, because the mainly this is analyzed deeply in a PG, but you are UG students. I am not discussing about this, but marks are more in PG level than the UG. LAQ is the 30 marks, so it is should be narrated your own ideas. What is the difference between UG exam and PG exam? Subject is the same. In UG exam, all the ideas are teachers by teachers and granthas. But for PG exam, you should put your thinking, your ideas along with granthas with the proper manner and proper references. This is the difference between UG exam and PG exam. How analyze students by us is, this is the difference. So for PG students, some PG students may be there, PhD students may be there. Put your thinkings, your thoughts according to granthas and with references. That is the important thing in this manner. Now practical. Practically for UG level, there are three compartments, like the Kriya Sharira Bhava, Manasa Bhava, and Rachinatmak Bhava. Forget about the Murta and Amurta. We differentiate in three levels: Sharira Bhava Rachinatmak, Sharira Bhava Kriyatmak, and Manasa Bhava. From three divisions, you have to give the weightage equally for three, but more weightage should be a Manasa Bhava or Swabhav. Then number two, Kriyatmak Bhav. And lastly, Rachinatmak Bhav. This is the type of presentation. And as per your knowledge and as per time you have get in exam, you analyze this and put it the marks and the results. This is the conclusion. So regarding all this aspect, lastly, I want to say that for my faculty members, so we have to work hard work on this topic from a practical view. There are many lacunae. My task is there. Join me. We want to get something, because there is many things happened in Prakriti Pariksha. There are many tools are there. There are on net. If you search the Prakriti, you will get many websites and etc. and tools. But unfortunately for Sara Dhatu, there are very few literature and tools are there. We have to develop this world knowledge at Sara level. Out of India, there is very few persons thinking regarding SAR. This is the lacuna we have to complete it. So give your hand with me. There are very few peoples in Maharashtra. I know the two peoples, very old peoples. My Mahaguru, Dr. Sateji from Pune. His age is 85 running. He work now, still work in SIDAC. He is uh, expert for this SIDAC format where the assessment of Prakriti made. His humble request for our faculty is that join our task to develop another tool to analyze the Sarasar Pariksha. It is a great task. If we start now, I don't know when result will occur, but we have to uh, forward one step. And so my humble request to this and our students, please work on hard work on this Sara topic, because it is not for only your exam, but it is your Sameeksha for Rugna. Your valuation is depends upon how you find out properly this, and you maintain the health in this COVID, and even this in disease person with the help of Sara. So this is the conclusion today's session. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. I concluded here my topic. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for the wonderful section. Now section is open for discussion. If anybody having questions, they can unmute themselves and they can ask questions.
I want to add one line.
Okay, sir. Sir, your mic is mute. Please unmute. Sir, please unmute.
Yes, I want to 2 minutes. Okay. Here I have put up my contact number and email for further discussions. This is not a topic for today's discussion only. There may be many problems occur in your day-to-day analysis. Still, my students from first year batch 1981, they contact me regarding any problem for Prakriti Sar. So this is open to all of you at any time, not for today. So my contact number first is for WhatsApp and email address. You can contact me, give this reference today's classroom, and you can ask whatever. If I am able immediately, I will give you. Otherwise, I will find the answer and wanted to give you. Thank you very much. Yes, continue, sir. Continue.
Now the section is open for discussions and questions. If anybody having any questions, they can ask. Sir, we got one question. Sir, can you explain the concept of that, what the difference between Alpasarada and Asarada? Little bit detail. We didn't get that point.
Yes, I will repeat in a broader way. There is very thin line between analysis of Asar and Alpasar. Okay. In the first target, we have to find out how many Lakshanas are find out in Alpasarata. How we can find out Alpasarata? means the quality of dhatu in murta bhav and the quality of dhatu in amurta bhav, means functioning quality and anatomical quality. If we think anatomical quality, there are many tools, examination of dhatu, what we have studied in the laboratory, use this tool and make it, if it is below 30%, we can put it in a alpasarata. And asara means viparita lakshana. So take example of asthi. Asthi, the main lakshana is mahotsaha, means utsaha is a upgrade level and consistency. If I found out I am not feeling this enthusiastic or energetic throughout the day and continuous, my energy is not level is not keeping on the upper level consistently, so that means the negative lakshana of mahotsaha. It is called as alasya. Viruddha lakshan is alasya or anutsaha. So I will put this anutsaha in asara lakshan. So if my utsaha take 30% in a day-to-day life, it will be a alpasarata. And but my main concept, my utsaha is not more than 30%, but it is always I am lazy. I am lazy in continuous day or life. I am avoiding this. It is put up into asar lakshan. So I will give the weightage here asar if I am a lazy person throughout day. But my utsaha is 30% in day life. It will be under the alpasara. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you explain Misra Sara, concept of Misra Sara, little detail?
Yes. Repeat it, sir.
Misra Sara. Concept of Misra Sara. Misra Sara, photo finishing you explain. The concept of Misra Sara.
Shukra Sara?
No, Misra Sara, sir, Misra.
Mishra Sara. Okay, okay. Yes. Sir, I am adding, this is the very, very new concept. Still, I am fighting with this Mishra Sara because I am definitely, I can say that it is very difficult to find out the Mishra Sara, because just I have given here one example that when your analysis come together, that there are two Sara Lakshanas, which is a pravar according to our finding, means 70%, and another is just like 68%, like that. So, how we can find out which is the best one out of two? In this condition, if we cannot judge properly which is the pravara Sara, we can put temporarily in Mishra Sara. At this level, now I am thinking. Let us further what we can find out here, because still there is no parameter for fixing the Mishra Sara. It is the new idea in my mind. Maybe a possible when there is a problem for two Pravara Sara Vyakti, we can analyze them in a Mishra Sara, because we cannot find out which is the best one.
Okay, sir. Thank you for the wonderful explanation and the beautiful examples. Now I will call upon Dr. Meghana. Now, okay, sir. One more question came.
Okay.
According to Dhatu Poshnanaya, preceding Dhatu nourishes the succeeding Dhatu, but in Sara, a person's Majjasara need not have Rakta, Mamsa, etc.
Please repeat it. There is a slight audio problems. Or
in Dhatus, the succeeding Dhatu, for succeeding
Dhatu Poshana. Yes.
Succeeding Dhatu, the preceding Dhatu should be proper. But in the case, it is required in the case of Dhatu Sarada.
I am given example again, Asthi and Majja, right? Because the relation is there, Asthi and Majja. So there are very relative to each other, Asthi and Majja, because Asthi Gata Majja and when this occurs in a diseased condition. One by one, when Dhatu is disturbed by the Agni, when the critical condition of Rajakshma, I again give the example of Rajakshma, and in these days the AIDS for in this condition, when the critical condition of patients developed, before that, like that, you get the lakshanas, asadhya lakshanas, like the because falling fastly, they are not refined again. The nails are cutting, nails are going to cut, and there are the problem regarding the osteoporotic changes inside the body, and then in further stage you get the psychological psychoneurological problems in that person. So here we can definitely put, if the asthi asarata and along with the majja is again asar, these lakshanas develop fastly. But if asthi asarta is there and majja is in madhyama avastha or uttama avastha, secondaries lakshanas not find out immediately. We have getting time to survive the patient. So this is the dhatu portion as effect to find out in a deceased person. In normal persons, it is difficult to say asthi and majja relation, because there are continuous change. Daily there are many changes occurs in poshan, but in vikruta avastha we can definitely show that, because the kriya disturbed kriya shari we can find, and use these tools for that. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for the beautiful explanations.
Thank
I
you.
call upon Dr. Meghana, Assistant Professor, Department of Kriya Sharira, to deliver vote of thanks.
As we have come to the end of the session, it's my privilege to offer thanks on behalf on this occasion. I, Dr. Meghna N, and the entire faculty of Department of Kriya Sharira, HOD Dr. Savita Hiremet, Associate Professor Dr. Christy Joscherian, hereby take this opportunity to thank our guest Dr. Patil Chandrakant Rajaram Sir, Professor and Head, Department of Kriya Sharira, Honorable Shri Anna Sahib Dange Ayurveda Medical College, Sangli. Sir, it was really very helpful for our students to understand Sara. As we all know from the Department of Kriya Sharira, how much is explained in our textbooks. Like understanding it only on basis of textbook is a very difficult task. Today, with your presentation, you have made our students understand it in a much deeper way, which can be done only through someone who was involved in the subject for a very long time, for which I thank you wholeheartedly for presenting with a very difficult and a special topic, that is Sara. Thank you for making us understand this special topic. I thank you once again, sir. And secondly, I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Sarveshkar sir, for giving us opportunity to conduct such varieties of exam orientation programs in as Kriya Sameeksha, under the heading of Kriya Sameeksha. Thank you, sir. Next, the students who were so enthusiastically involved in the presentation and made this event a successful one. Thank you all students. Thank you, dear students. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much, sir. In future, we would like to hear from you again and again.
Yes.
Because
Thank you,
Kriya
definitely.
is a subject which needs expertise from people like you.
Yes,
where
always I am
any concept.
ready. Yes, I am always ready. Okay. Anytime you can contact me.
Thank you very much for sharing your information, sir. This is a time when very crucial for the students. When some question they will be having some doubts, they'll be asking us, and if we have someone like you very specially involved in the subject, it will be very helpful even for the students
Okay,
and
okay.
also for us young budding doctors. And
Yes. Have a nice day. Thank you.
thank you very much, sir.
Happy
Have
New
a
Year,
nice
all
day.
of you. Happy New Year.
Thank you very much, sir. Happy New Year to you too, sir.
Yeah.
So with your permission, we would like to end the session, sir. Yes, thank you. End meeting for all.